Now here's what Virat Kohli has tweeted just a short while back. He's taken on the Australian media as well. My answer at the post-match conference has been blown way out of proportion. I did not categorically say that whole Australian team, but only a couple of individuals. I continue to be in good terms with a few guys I know and whom I've played with at RCB, and that doesn't change. Now remember, Australian media has been targeting Virat Kohli time and again, and now he said that my answer at the post-match conference has been blown out of proportion. He denies any bad blood with the Australian team in this tweet very categorically. Let's take a listen into what Virat Kohli said at that news conference.
No, it has changed for sure. I thought that was the case, but it has changed for sure. As I said in the heat of the battle, yes, you want to be competitive, but yeah, I've been proven wrong. The thing I said before the first test, that has certainly changed, and you won't hear me say that ever again.
My colleague Rahul Rawat is joining us on the story. So Rahul, this is the version that is coming from Virat Kohli. Australian media though has been very, very critical and also alleged that the bad blood comment that's been raked up out of proportion by them.
Yeah, Devina, you're right. In fact, whatever happened on the field, there was a lot happening off the field as well, and Virat was criticized a lot by the Australian media, which in fact called him egomaniac, and they had used all sorts of words against him. But Virat has made it very clear that he did not use. He didn't use the kind of words that he actually used in the press conference for all the players in the Australian team, of course, because the IPL is also coming up, and there are a lot of players who play in his team in the RCB. Like, for example, Mitchell Starc is there, Shane Watson, former Australian all-rounder who retired recently, is also there. So he wanted to put the record straight that it wasn't meant for every player. Of course, he was very annoyed and upset with the way Steve Smith actually called Murli Vijay a cheat, and of course Steve Smith later apologized as well for that for the remark. But of course, it has completely blown out of proportion, which Virat has also acknowledged in this tweet.
Once again through this tweet, be with me right now. Let's take our viewers through this tweet once again. My answer at the post-match conference has been blown way out of proportion is what Virat Kohli has said. I did not categorically say the whole Australian team, but only a couple of individuals. I continue to be in good terms with a few guys I know and whom I've played with at RCB, and that doesn't change. Now, interestingly, this is the point which Virat Kohli is trying to make that this is not the entire team that I have an issue with. And of course, if there's been an aggression from the other side, the Indian players have retaliated as well, Rashesh. So the point here is that has this entire off-the-field controversy spiraled out of control in the Australian media?
Pani for everybody. 12th man.
Okay, let me take this question to Rahul as well now. Rahul, when Virat Kohli says only a couple of individuals, not the whole Australian team, but only a couple of individuals, I did not categorically say the whole Australian team, but only a couple of individuals. I continue to be in good terms with a few guys as well. It does hint that there was a spat on the field, but it's supposed to be forgotten after the match is over. Has it been blown completely out of control by the Australian media?
Well, obviously, throughout the series, the Australian media was playing as a 12th man for this Australian team. Whatever was happening, they were targeting specifically Virat Kohli right throughout the Test series. In fact, right from the second Test match when the DRS controversy hit the series. In fact, Virat had just stopped short of calling Steve Smith a cheat, and Australian media backed their captain, and
yes,
they were not ready to buy the fact that Steve Smith was not playing the true spirit of the game. So Virat, of course, was upset, and then later remarks like when Steve Smith actually called Vijay a cheat.